got troubles of but not today. They're gonna wash away. They're gonna wash away.
Well, when I began applying to medical schools last year, UCLA Prime was my first choice program. I've spent the past 2 years working with homeless population on Skid Row in downtown Los Angeles.
And I think Prime in that sense was a perfect fit for me because it focused on working with underserved populations and helping the students develop into physicians that have the tools, the resources, the knowledge to work in those populations.
I chose Prime because it was a very unique program, especially for the state of California. It was a program that emphasized the development of leadership.
Each school has started their own what they call Prime programs. My job then is to try and get together a group of people, 17 with this second group of Prime, who will work together and build a set of skills that will allow them to go out into the community and make a difference.
Touch them up and so either go like this is dull. Do you feel the sharp here? And then you test. It does, yes.
We have 2 goals for the program. One is for the students to impact an underserved community, and 2, for the students to learn to work together.
And so what's really great about UCLA Prime is that the leadership workshops really push us and challenge us to step out a little bit out of our comfort zones, frankly, and to really try things in different ways, to interact with people in new ways. And what's leadership without actual practice?
It's very interesting to come to a new experience and within a week of getting to know multiple people to be able to build a project collaboratively with others, and that's exactly what we did.
The Prime program gives you the tools necessary, they give you the leadership training necessary in order for you to actually enact a project that you developed from scratch.
So when we were developing our project, one of the main things that we decided on as a group was that we were going to work with the homeless population.
My tired feet, my tired feet, my tired feet.
In Los Angeles County, there are approximately 70,000 homeless individuals on the streets at any time. However, when you look at a whole year, that number can be double.
If you think of homeless people, all they do is walk around all day long, especially here in Los Angeles County where they're not allowed to just kind of sit in one place. They have to constantly keep moving around.
What part of their body is least addressed, or what aspect of their health is least addressed? And it's their feet.
Very tender. That's very painful with shoes on, and I can't. It tears up my socks, and also it aches and throbs at night.
We visited the mission, and one thing that was really obvious to us right away was that the homeless population was there.
The Union Rescue Mission feeds 4,500 people a day, and they also shelter close to 800 people here in the building every single day, 365 days of the year.
The mission's been here 100 and some plus years, since 1891. We have a clinic upstairs in this building, do a lot of primary care, but I also work with the medical students, and so when the new Prime group came in, they found me and said, we have this idea. We have an idea that homeless people have a lot of foot problems.
So we decided to put on a foot health clinic where patients could come in, they could get their intake taken, some health history questions, and have them have a basic foot wash, and after the foot wash have a basic foot exam.
Trying to get ready before 10, so make sure we got all our supplies together, the stations, everything in order so people know exactly where to go.
So they can put their feet on the towel, we wash it, we dry it, and then we go through the foot exam.
It's our schedule.
Tentative schedule.
At 10 o'clock, which is right now, I start by washing feet, and then at 12:30 I switch over to the education center.
I guess I'll explain it from kind of the perspective of the patient. So patient would come up to a station, what we termed the intake station. So we would collect just basic information about who they were, why they were there, just get a very basic history before we would then take them to what we had were our foot washing stations.
I'm a single mother, homeless single mom. There's a 3-year-old child who is actually visiting his grandparents this weekend, so.
Well, I just kind of got down on my luck and I needed, you know, some time to find another place and stuff like that.
I've been homeless for about going on 4 years next month. I've been here at URM for since July, and I'm here to get my feet cleaned.
Yeah, I am. Can I have a check, please? Sure. There. How are you doing today? Okay. I'm not okay, but feet are. I'm okay. Feet aren't. Okay, we'll help you with the feet. Okay.
I didn't know, at least back then, in terms of how I would respond, right, to what I would be presented to. You know, would I be nauseous, things like that. And it's funny because it's a silly thing to think about, but yet I think all of us thought about it just because it's a natural reaction, especially since we had never been exposed to that. But one thing I found that to me was really amazing is that throughout the whole course of the event itself, the day of the project, not once did it cross my mind in terms of how I felt about feet. It felt natural. It felt like I had been working with feet not my whole life, but for quite some time.
So I'm just gonna let your feet soak a little bit. How are you doing today?
I'm blessed. And you?
Good. Excited to be here. So the first thing I'm gonna start off, I'm gonna wash your feet and then dry them, and then when we're done, I'm gonna do the foot exam. So should be fun, relaxing.
Watch your eyes when you cut.
My tired feet, my tired feet. Oh, my tired feet.
You know, in Indian culture, it's a sign of respect to touch somebody's feet, so it was really humbling for us to be washing somebody else's feet.
It's almost biblical in a way. People are willing to touch your feet as a sign of service and as a sign of humanity, and as a sign that you care about the person.
And although I've never been here, oh, although I've never been here.
Honestly, a lot of the times they wanted somebody to just talk to.
I'm looking at them because certain things happen to those that don't understand, don't want to do nothing for themselves. And I really do, you know, I can talk as easy.
Oh, okay. Now I know. Now I know. Cause I used to take a shower and put Vaseline on my feet and put my socks on.
Following having the foot washing done, somebody would then come over, one of the students would come over to do a basic foot exam, to do an evaluation, basic health screening of the feet to make sure there were no critical issues going on.
I'm going to have you close your eyes, and then you're going to tell me when you feel it, if it's soft or sharp, okay? So if you want to close your eyes.
A lot of them didn't have sensation at the bottom of the feet, and that's a common sign for diabetes.
Neuropathy is very common in diabetics. You get this tingling sensation where your nerves end because there's hardly any blood flow. So it's very dangerous to get a cut because sometimes you don't even feel it.
You make sure he doesn't have any ulcers or anything.
For the little loofah, yeah.
And overall pretty good on this side. On the other side, same thing, look between the toes. That's one of the main things you have to watch out because any infection or any crack between the toes, anything, once it cracks, that's the first thing that the infection will set in. Once you set in, it will go up along the planes of the interspace, and the next thing you know, he can lose his foot.
And if there was anything more serious, or if there was anything that needed to be taken care of that was a little bit more invasive, we had podiatrists there that we would then bring over to help us evaluate anything or to do some of these just simple procedures that we could do on site.
The pencil, I know it's a little bit of getting used to, but it really gives you a little bit more of an advantage. And always keep your hand off of where you're slicing because sometimes it slips. So hold it from the top, okay? So.
I honestly only had minimal experience, and it was a lot of on-the-site learning from older medical students, from faculty, as well as from the residents who were helping with the project.
We were delighted to be invited today to help out with this volunteering event.
I practice at the University Podiatry group. I'm here volunteering just to help the students here.
It's truly eye-opening to me how many people down here need foot care. Simple things that can be taken care of today probably will prevent a lot of amputations or people walking the emergency room.
Really, I've been blessed more today than I've been since I was bar mitzvah. Here you go, kiddo.
Thank you. The last station for the patients was they would then walk over to the education station.
So some basic symptoms to look for diabetes include extreme hunger or thirst or blurry vision.
We would then just provide whatever advice we could and provide them with a care package that included socks, some Vaseline, some antifungal cream, some Band-Aids, things to just kind of help them take with them some of the lessons learned about taking care of their feet and how important it is to maintain their foot health.
¿Te ponemos esto ahorita o te lo pongo? Okay. I grew up without health insurance, and it definitely had an impact throughout my life. My father had problems with diabetes throughout my childhood, and that's really the time where I realized I wanted to become a physician.
Okay, good. Do you have a mirror or?
No, I don't have
So
one.
one thing I'll do is I'll send you home with a tiny little mirror.
Okay.
And that way you can check the bottoms of your feet every day and just
Right.
make sure, because I know with... I think it was a successful project. We served over 80 people and everything just flowed so smoothly that day. It was absolutely amazing and perfect.
Yeah, and it's a good learning experience and an interaction between two different communities. But the bottom line is that we need service, and they're into education to learn how to become different types of doctors. So they will be servicing us at some future date. So it's good to meet them while they're still fresh behind the ears.
And she's interested in going into podiatry school.
Or maybe re-emphasize why I wanted to become a physician, because they were just so grateful for something so basic. You know, that's the one thing that I realized, you know, this is why I want to be a doctor. I want to be able to give back to a community, especially one that needs it, like the homeless population.
Amen. Thank you, man. Amen.
I think that was the power of the project, seeing the smiles on the people's faces and just how grateful they were and the good we were doing.
I got troubles, Lord, but not today. 'Cause they're gonna wash away. They're gonna wash away.
We also want to make sure that we outreach to other parts of the community, other parts of Los Angeles where maybe the services are not so accessible for the homeless.
We're cleaning up. We had a great day. Everybody seemed to like it.
And to watch this group of students work together to become a team, a group of individuals who didn't even know each other, and then to implement a project that really seemed to make a difference was huge. And that's what we're doing here.
I love Prime, and I'm so happy that I chose the program, and it's nice for me to actually work in a group of individuals who share my passion for working with underserved communities.
I want to do my part in becoming a leader so I can recruit more people that have similar dreams and aspirations as I do to enter the healthcare field and to create this larger workforce that can represent the large Hispanic community in California, especially here in Los Angeles.
For me, it was a no-brainer to apply for Prime because everything Prime is doing is what I want to do.
I got troubles, Lord, but not today. 'Cause they're gonna wash away this old